like Radagon's Source Seal, it gives you +5 in various stats, things like that, right?
Mhm.
If I was going to do Rune Roulette, I would want to do it without using any of those things. Which would mean that I have absolutely no control over what any of my stats are. And I think, because of how big Elden Ring is, that would actually make it very, very hard. If that makes
Mhm.
sense. I mean, it's a big game.
Isn't it like you just roll and then you get a boss you have to defeat and you have to just make your way to that boss to defeat it and then like say you get the first one's Radahn, you have to go and beat Radahn, but then if you
Okay. Yeah, no. No,
okay.
you're okay. You're getting. I can understand the confusion. That was the rules that I came up with for Sekiro, because um, because Sekiro doesn't have a stats. You don't have physical upgrades in the same way as as something like Dark Souls or Elden Ring, where you can physically level up. I said I want to do some kind of spinny thing for Sekiro. The most fun thing I can come up with is like a boss randomizer instead, that still allows me to create a spinning wheel for it that I spin to have to decide what I do.
Oh, Room
But
Roulette is where you have to spin for what I remember now. You put what
yes,
stat you are. Okay, I forgot what it
yes,
was.
yes. Okay, yeah. Where the rules, the basic rule set for that for the other leveling up Souls games was um, any levels I get, I have to spin a wheel to determine what point each next level up goes into.
Yeah.
But in order
Can
to
I
prevent myself from power leveling, I am required. So like, I'm only allowed to do that after I beat a boss.
can
So I
I
beat a
can I
boss,
can
and then
I
any runes after that, I have to wait until the next boss. Does that make sense?
Yeah, can I pose an additional feature for Elden Ring,
Sure.
to make it interesting? Um, it's almost in a similar vein. I mean, you can treat this however you like, but either in a similar vein to like using every bad thing or using everything you get, either use everything you get, or everything you pick up without fail, you have to spin a "Do I use this? Yes or no?" And if you get a yes, you have to put it on regardless of what you were using before. If you get a no, you can't use it. Um,
Okay, so you want me to introduce some kind of use what I get feature?
I just thought to make it a bit more interesting, so like you almost don't have power. You don't have the option to overpower or underpower yourself. You basically get.
Okay.
I mean, obviously for all the weapons you have, and if you don't get a new one for a while, then you obviously have to just level up that one that you're using or whatever.
Yeah.
But
I
like
mean,
if you then, I don't know.
yeah.
I know it won't be randomized because you'll know where everything is, but like.
Yeah. Yeah. I mean that makes sense. I had to
But
come
I
up with a
but I but I,
few.
gue- but I guess if you knew where it
Yeah.
was, that would make the yes or no spin a bit more kind of a proper
Yeah.
roulette where you can go to it, but if you get a no,
Yeah.
then you can't use it anyway.
I mean, yeah, that is one of the things that's de-incentivized me from doing a use what I get run, because I know where all the things are that I can use to replace that with. Now, I have come up with a few bonus rules for, well, in the same way that I did for Bloodborne. I don't know if you remember, I came up with an additional rule for Bloodborne, which was I have to use a different weapon for every single boss that I kill.
Mhm.
And I tried to do a little bit of that with Dark Souls 3 as well, but that was a lot less strict on that. Well, I was a lot less strict on that one. Because that was just a case of I want to just try a whole bunch of different weapons from Dark Souls 3 that I haven't used before. Um, I could certainly try some kind of you know, you use y- use a different weapon for every single boss or something like that. But so far, I've come up with the following bonus rules for um, for Rune Roulette for Elden Ring, which are as follows. one, to preserve the randomness of the levels that I'm given, I am not allowed to use anything that enhances, well, that directly enhances my levels. So no Radican Saw Seal, no Physical Flask Tears that add plus 10 for 3 minutes, no armor that adds stats like the Akina Mask gives you plus 3 dex. None of that would be allowed. The only levels that I would have access to are whatever, the wheel allows me to have. Two, or I don't know if this is two or whatever. I guess there would be the usual rules around bell bearings and when I'm allowed to upgrade weapons to certain things. So +0 for Limgrave, maximum of +6 for Liurnia, maximum of +12. What happened there?
I tried to invite Jamie to party, but it just kicked me out of this party to join a party with Jamie. I was like, well, that's not very well
I see.
designed.
Did you manage to get Jamie to add to this one?
Hang on, I'll do it now.
Cool. Sure. What was I? So, no extra stats. Usual rules on weapon upgrade levels.
Hello.
Hello. Hang on, he's there. He is.
He is.
Oh right. It just shows it's still loading for me.
Oh. Maybe he doesn't have a mic in it. Or he's
But,
muted his
okay,
controller.
I guess, yeah. I could do something along the lines of like different weapons for different bosses or something like that. But like the main thing I guess that I'm interested in doing is in the same well, because Elden Ring gives you a lot more runes, I feel like, than other games. The only runes that are allowed to go into my levels are those from major bosses. So if I wanted to level up, I would have to go and say, well, I'd have to go into like Margit with nothing, and I could randomize whatever levels, Margit runes gave me, and then keep going. And any runes I pick up between bosses, I can use to do whatever else I need with money.
Nice.
Does that make sense? That would prevent me from overleveling myself.
Fair enough.
But yeah, I could certainly see myself doing something like that.
Nice.
Well, doing like more like a different weapon for each boss or something. Hello, Jamie. Sorry.
That's all right.
But to mitigate the amount of difficulty I feel like such a run could have for me, I thought I would try something else first. I thought I would try doing a rune level 1 run first.
Yeah, fair enough.
Which would give me control over stats because I could pick up whatever, like, leveling items that I wanted and use those as appropriate, but...
All the way into consort.
Yep. I'd try and do... Well, I'd try and do as much as I could, realistically. Like, that would be... I wouldn't expect myself to do everything, but I would want to try and do as much as possible.
Well, you'd be able to test Nerf Radahn and see how well you'd fare against him.
I mean, yeah, this is one of the things that I was kind of wondering about on that, was a case of, yes, he's going to be a lot easier now, but the next 2 times I go up against him, I will also be severely underpowered.
He'll be easier, but I wouldn't say a lot easier. He'll be marginally easier. He's still a hard boss.
I will have 15, no, like at most something like 16 or 20 vigor. So, yeah, it'll balance itself out.
That's not how balancing itself out works.
Well, it'll still tilt quite harshly against me.
Are you playing zombies, Jamie?
Hell yeah.
How could I? How could I know?
Because it's the one thing he always plays.
Well, yeah, I know. I was being sarcastic.
Oh, did you finish Space Marines then?
I did. It is very, very good.
I am very pleased to hear that.
Did Jamie show you Space Marines, Matthew?
He hasn't showed it to me yet, no, but then I
Okay.
haven't.
From the opportunity, yeah.
Sorry?
He hasn't found the opportunity.
Alright, yeah, that's true.
Ah, good. Have you told Matthew the exciting news, by the way, Jamie?
Oh?
Haven't actually. Matthew, the job in staff has come through.
Oh. Oh?
I will be postulated to staff extension in November.
No response.
So I just... that is awesome, Jamie. Okay.
We've got heavy breathing Matthew again. It's
Oh,
been a
have you?
while.
I'm sorry.
No, it's just your concentration. I mean, granted, we're past the days of Matthew violently swearing. Um, although I guess we didn't actually spend much time on a call together during Shadow of the Erd Tree because of spoilers.
There wasn't actually... I was gonna say there wasn't much violent cursing, but actually...
Well, for Radahn, perhaps.
No, well, I mean, the first time, sure. The second time, no.
What you mean, like first time fighting him, or first time beating him?
First time fighting him.
How did you get far enough to have to curse in first time fighting?
Well, I made it to phase 2 a few times, and I was
What,
like...
the very first time you fought him, you made it to
No,
phase 2?
no, not the first time. No, okay, no. What I mean is, you know, my first playthrough...
Oh, because you didn't beat him the first time, I see.
Yes.
I forgot.
Yeah, the first time where I didn't beat him, and then I went into New Game Plus and summoned on his ass and beat the crap out of him. I definitely cursed him a lot, that time a lot. But that's because I hated him at that point in time. Now, I actually really like that fight, so I have no reason to curse.
Literally getting Stockholm syndrome.
I mean, yeah,
Yes.
I guess.
It
Yeah.
is.
I mean, I think there's something to be said for what was I gonna say? Like once you actually are able to spend the time to learn and understand the boss, and you feel like you understand how to fight them, it actually becomes fun.
Oh yeah, I know that. I mean, but yeah, your
And it
pre
and
pre second nerf Radahn is a bit of an exception. But, yeah.
I don't.
For me, I suppose. But I feel every single person who grinds that boss eventually says, "Oh, but you love him eventually." I'm like, it's like saying, "Oh, this TV show is great, but it only gets good by the sixth season." Anyway, how was your day been, Jamie?
Yeah, pretty good. Back to home and then went to school.
Nice.
Yeah, just been chilling, playing a bit of Space Marine. Yeah.
Sweet. Are you off tomorrow as well?
Yes, I am, yeah.
Nice. Very nice. Do you have much to do with your Stoke flatmates? Or not really?
One of them, so we went like my whole slightly.
Alright.
And obviously, myself.
Yeah. So, I guess there won't be any teary goodbyes.
Sharing goodbyes would be cool. Yeah, well,
Nah, that's fair. How long you been working there for now?
I've been here pretty much 2 years ago.
Wow.
Whoa, 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 whoa.
Have you finished the last season of Umbrella Academy now, Matthew, or not?
Now I've got one more episode to go. And yeah, it does not feel like the end. Yeah, like it did not feel like the penultimate episode of the series, the last one that we watched
Right.
yesterday. I kind of feel like I remember saying when it started, like, oh well, when we started watching this series, it was kind of a case of like, oh, you know, it's a shame that it's 6 episodes, but like, at least, you know, there won't be any filler content. They'll just be getting on with it and trying to tell the story. But the thing that worked with the thing that was at least somewhat entertaining with the previous 3 series was like, you got a good enough variety of like story progression, character development, and antics. And this series has still tried to keep that mixture, and it just, when you only have 6 episodes, doesn't really work.
No.
Like, the next episode we watch will be the last ever episode. And it's like, really?
It just doesn't feel earned or something like that.
No. No, it doesn't. It doesn't feel like. It feels like there's a lot still to happen that they want to wrap up in an hour.
Hmm. Oh,
I'm like, how are they going to do that? Hey, dude. Yeah.
But how?
Okay. Yeah, but I'll have to work out with Max what I'm gonna watch afterwards.
Mhm.
We're not watching Agatha all along together. I think Max is gonna watch it himself at some point, and he's gonna let me know what he thinks.
Fair enough. Yeah. I guess it's just kind of weird with Agatha all along because it's a spin-off series from a spin-off series. Doesn't make much sense to.
We're not watching it at the moment.
Yeah, I'm not bothered about it.
But I don't think many people are like there's nothing to be bothered about with the MCU anymore. I think the problem is that like I mean I've had this rant with Matthew before, so he's just gonna be hearing it again. But
I don't
like
mind hearing it again.
we're just getting more and more new stuff. It's like where the heck is Shang-Chi and the Eternals and flipping everything else they've introduced? Like where are they? Like we're now receiving the Thunderbolts. I'm like, but why? We don't need new stuff. You've got loads of it.
At least the Thunderbolts is doing something with characters that we've
Yeah,
at least
true.
introduced already.
But like all of them are like effectively people we don't like. They're kind of all the people we're introduced in this new phase, and like it feels like it was something designed in the sense of like, okay, if this goes really well, this will be like mega hype because we're bringing all the people love. But like people are just like, oh yeah, they're
Indifferent.
from the team. Yeah, it's kind of like, oh, I remember those guys from Ant-Man and the Wasp and Black Widow. Oh yeah, that film that I've only seen once.
Okay, sure. Sorry, that's me shoring my own thing.
No, yeah. But yeah.
Just, I don't know, casually kill Kenichiro without needing to heal. When I haven't played Sekiro in months.
Well, as Johnny and Rahul seem to insist, Rahul was another friend from uni.
Sure.
Genichiro, the first time you meet Genichiro is not meant to be that difficult, apparently, according to them.
I mean,
Rahul literally never played the game before and he beat Genichiro.
I want like
how?
first try.
Yeah.
I think. Well, yeah. If you're paying attention, well, if you're actually like properly learning what the game wants you to do, and you do most of the things that the game lets you do before you meet him, then he's not going to be the most difficult thing ever. But how many other From Software games has he played?
He's played Dark Souls 3, and I think that's it.
Okay, so he hasn't developed too much must-roll muscle memory.
No.
So he's not going to have that much detriment to it, where I think there's... I think I would agree with what the common sentiment is, which is, oh, you need to let go of that must-roll muscle memory. That's not what you do here. But the fact, Like it annoys me when people say, "Oh, unlearn everything you learned from the previous ones. This one's different." No, that is wrong. Because if all the other games taught you to do is must roll, you didn't learn anything from those games. What you should have learned from those games is if I'm patient and study what the boss does, and I pay attention to the game's mechanics and use those to my advantage, I can win anything.
Yeah.
That's what you learn. Okay, Guardian Nip time. Because yes, I'm doing Mortal Journey.
Fair play.
I don't know, it's just like, I could randomize which bosses I want to fight, or I could just do the entire thing. Alright, yeah, hang on. The setup. I need to remember my setup for each fight. This one is Nitro Slash. Okay. Okay, this guy is gonna...
Are you working on Sunday, Jamie?
Okay, this is the wrong thing.
Morning or evening? Oh, okay. Will that mean you will or won't be able to make it to church? You will or won't, sorry. Yeah. Yeah, that's fair enough. Heavy breathing, Matthew.
I mean, that's what you get when there's a monkey trying to kill my ass.
Also, Jamie, to answer your question from earlier, I don't really mind where we go. I mean, London's closer, but
What are you doing on Sunday? Or doing when?
that's not for Sunday. That's just in a couple of weekends' time. Just some of us from church. Jamie invited us on a train trip, a track trip, if you will.
Okay. Oh, is that invited life group? Is it?
Yes.
Or, okay. Oh, that's fair.
Where would you prefer to go, Jamie? Edinburgh or London? Do you have a preference? Because I mean, I've definitely preferred Edinburgh, but Edinburgh's just a trip and a half. It's just going to be a long time on the train, and I don't really. I mean, where do you go to Windermere, or where do you go when? But there's like not much to do in Windermere, other than just like go on a walk.
Oh.
Well, it depends what you want to do in London, because I guess there's loads to do, but if you have no plans, it's just kind of like you're just kind of standing around doing nothing. It's kind of an oxymoron, but. Get 20 quid to see how much maybe. Did you enjoy seeing Hamilton, by the way, Jamie? Was it your first time seeing it? Only the recorded version on Disney Plus. Was it sold out or? Well, no. Well, obviously it wouldn't have been because you got tickets, but yeah. busy, I suppose. Yeah. Nice. Ah, no, that was such a... Can't believe I missed that.
Okay, nice comeback. Die, big monkey. Okay. What's the next fight? Okay, corrupt monk. What do we want for this one? Being realistic, we just need that.
Oh, gutted, that was such a
Maybe
good
that.
shot. Oh.
Yeah, make sure we're all rested up, and then...
Gutted. Oh.
Okay. Oh wait, hang on. We're probably... Oh, fuck it. No, come on. Come on, we do this for real. Okay, come on. Come here.
What an excuse.
Okay, yep. Focus up. Okay, we got away with that. Ah, come on, man.
Give you nightmares, this is.
What's
You hear
this?
Matthew's breathing in my sleep.
Sorry. I can move the mic away if you want.
Well, how close is it to your mouth? Feels like you're watching me in my
Normal
room.
diff. Well, I've moved it further away. Is that better?
I don't know. Go back to focusing and breathing.
Okay.
No, no, get it! Oh, what a shame.
Come on. Okay. Corrupted monk Dan. Okay. This next one will be a very real test of how my breathing is.
Who are you fighting now?
About to fight Great Shinobi Owl. Possibly one of the most stressful fights in the freaking game.
Good luck.
Thank you.
Is that in the Ganesha arena or in the Lady Butterfly arena?
That's the Genichiro Arena fight
Okay.
with the no heal poison.
Mhm.
This is gonna be bad.
And is this the mortal version where it's like kind of extra?
Oh no, this isn't Inner Father, no. No, Inner Father is an adaptation of the Hirata Estate fight.
Is there an inner owl?
Sorry?
Oh my word, hello, that was deep.
I have unlimited power now.
I'm happy to hear that. How do you feel your do you feel your German's been improving since joining Wildwood, Jamie?
Absolutely not.
Oh, good to see. How like realistically, like don't exaggerate. Be kind to yourself. On a scale of 1 to 10, 10 being fluent, 1 being not, how good are you at German? Do you think?
Five.
Oh, that's not bad. What do you think you struggle with most? Do you think it's the vocabulary or like the grammar?
Okay.
But do you think you're
The fast as well.
for sure? I was gonna say, do you consider yourself a 5 because you don't know enough words, or because you feel you still struggle with like piecing sentences together?
Both. No, I don't know, not piecing sentences together, but not very much.
Yeah. What do you do to teach yourself more?
I'm a bit lazy, I should be on language apps or other something to learn for people.
I mean, that is the best way to do it, to be fair. Can confirm Duolingo's useless though.
If it helps at all, do you want to know what my cousin does to learn languages?
What's that?
He turns all of his devices to that language and forces himself to deal with it all the time.
It's not a bad idea. I mean, it is. That's why people say going to the country is the best way to learn languages, because you give yourself no other choice but to learn it. Like, sure, they will probably clock that you speak English and speak English to you, but like, there will come points where like you have to speak German or whatever language. So, yeah, I think giving yourself no other option is the best way to do it. Strictly speaking, I mean, I guess that's how babies learn languages. They don't have any other option.
Babies learn languages because their parents take the time to teach them.
Yeah, but like they're in that environment
Ah,
with
sure.
that language. I meant that in a very broad sense.
That's fair.
I'm not making any psychological linguistic claims. Ooh, what a shot.
Ooh. Ooh. 2 heals and no deaths.
Well done.
Okay, that was pretty good. Oh.
You still got it.